So I'm in the bedroom because I'm taking a moment. Not a moment, a moment. Let me explain to you what a moment is. A moment is when the crap hits the fan and you can't take anymore. And sometimes, people say to you, oh, well, you just need to take a moment. No, a moment doesn't do it. Because when you take a moment when something happens, you just count to 10. When you take a moment, then you start to feel better. Let me lay this out for you. Let's say, the kids are coloring all over the freaking walls in the living room and they got crayon all over the place. And if you take a moment and you count to 10, you're angry. And you're still going to break all those freaking crayons and try and find a way to sue Crayola. But if you take a moment, what happens is you start to look at those little swirls and you realize, hey, it's not so bad. They actually cover up the Oreos that they swiped up and down my walls yesterday. So it's not so bad. That's what happens when you take a moment. Let's say you're in the grocery store with the kids and they're driving you bat crap crazy. They're just being obnoxious. They're fighting with each other and they're arguing and who's poking who and who's touching who and who did this and who did that. And then one of them comes over to you and tries to help you, Mommy. I'm helping Mommy with a jar of salsa while they're wearing mittens. And it drops and explodes all over the freaking aisle 4 all over the place and up and down some old lady's wool jacket. I don't even know if you can get salsa out of wool. I have no idea. What do you do then? You're going to take a moment? You think counting to 10 is going to change things? You think counting to 10 is going to find a stain lifter for salsa out of wool? No, it's not. You need a moment. Because in a moment, what you would do is you would start to breathe in those jalapenos that are wafting through the air of aisle 4, and you'd say to yourself, oh, this takes me back to spring break 99 and reminds me of Pepe the pool boy, who, when I dropped my margarita into the pool during the Macarena contest, Pepe didn't get mad at me. He didn't get mad. No, Pepe got right in there with his skimmer and he skimmed up my margarita and whatever was left of my self-esteem. And he didn't get angry and he didn't yell at me. He just spoke ever so softly under his voice in such a beautiful, I don't even know what he said because I'm not Spanish, but it was beautiful. And still to this day, sometimes I repeat it to myself to help myself relax and go back to sleep at night or just calm down. Muy estúpido. Muy estúpido. Oh, Pepe. That's why you take a moment. That's why you take a moment. For the love of Pepe, you take a freaking moment once in a while, not a moment. Counting to 10 is just not going to do it sometimes. You need a moment. Like when your husband, and he throws his friggin' socks on the floor for the 10,000th time, and you've said to him, please don't throw your socks on the floor, and he just does it. He just throws them on the floor, and then you come in and you're trying to get the laundry, and next thing you know, you go flying on a freaking sock and land on your back and your belly up to the ceiling. Now, if you took a moment, you would be screaming to the high heavens and inventing new curse words that nobody had even never heard of. But if you took a moment, you would lay there and you would take the opportunity to say, hey, I'm laying belly up, and what I should take with this is the time now to pick up those jeans that I threw on the floor yesterday because they didn't fit. And now's the time. I can get those up because I am flat. Everything is smooth. Everything is smooth thanks to gravity. So now's the time to get those jeans up. And then you say to yourself, well, now I'm going to take that sock that I slipped on and I'm going to use it to hoist my butt back up in the air. You take that sock and you tie it to the leg of the bed and you pull yourself up while your belly button chomps down on the zipper. Regardless, that's a moment. That's when you take a moment. Everybody needs a moment. Screw the moments. Counting to 10 doesn't work. Take a moment.